Hello! I'm so happy to be here with you. Tonight we're going to read a wonderful story called The Little Red Hen. This is the title of the book. That means that's what the book is called. There's not an author listed here, but the author is the person who writes the story. The illustrator is Lucinda McQueen. She's the person that draws all of these beautiful pictures. Now, as good readers, the first thing we do is look at the cover of the book. This is called the cover, and this is the back of the book. And I'm looking at the pictures, and I see a kind of a bird. That's a hen, and she's wearing an apron, and she has a rake, and she looks like she's working hard. I see orange and red and yellow leaves, and that tells me that this must be the season of fall, where the leaves change color and they fall to the ground. But then I keep looking, and I see a big green grassy field, and that makes me think, I wonder where the story's taking place. I wonder where the setting is. And I see that there's a cat and another kind of a bird. It looks like a duck, but it's a goose, and a dog who's sleeping. I wonder if this story is taking place at the farm. This is a story about how important it is to help each other and to work together as a team. But it is also a story about what can happen if you choose not to work hard and be a good helper. Let's begin to read together. The Little Red Hen. Pictures by Lucinda McQueen. Once upon a time, there was a little red hen who shared her tiny cottage with a goose and a cat and a dog. The goose was a gossip. That means she talked a lot about what others are doing. She chatted and talked with the neighbors all day long. The cat was very vain. That means she thought too much about how she looked. And she brushed her fur and straightened her whiskers and polished her claws all day long. The dog, he was always sleepy. He napped on the front porch swing all day long. The little red hen ended up doing all of the work around the house. She cooked, she cleaned, she washed the clothes. She took out the trash, she mowed the lawn, raked the leaves, and even did all of the shopping. Well, one morning on her way to the market, the little red hen found some grains of wheat. Wheat is a kind of a plant used to make flour, so you can bake cookies or cakes or bread. She put them in the apron in a pocket, and when she got home, she asked her friends,
Who will plant these grains of wheat?
"Not I," said the goose.
Oh, mew, mew, not I,
said the cat. "Oh, not I," said the dog.
Well, then I will plant them myself,
said the little red hen. And she did. And when the grains of wheat began to sprout, which means they came up out of the ground, the little red hen cried,
What? Look at the wheat I planted. It's coming up. Who will help me take care of it this summer?
"Not I," said the goose.
Oh, meow, not I,
said the cat. "Not I," said the dog.
Well, then I will have to take care of it myself,
said the little red hen. And she did. All summer long she cared for the growing wheat. She made sure that it got enough water, and she hoed the weeds out carefully between each row. And by the end of the summer, the wheat had grown tall. And when it turned green to gold, she asked her friends,
Who will help me cut and thresh this wheat?
"Not I," said the goose.
Not I,
said the cat. "Oh, not I," said the dog.
Well, then I will cut and thresh it myself,
said the little red hen. And she did. Threshing is when you break the seeds apart. And when all of the wheat had been cut and threshed, the little red hen scooped the wheat into a wheelbarrow and she said,
This wheat must go to be ground at the flour mill. Who will help me take it?
Not I, said the goose.
Oh, not I,
said the cat. Oh, not I, said the dog. And look at the cat. She's so vain, she's still looking at herself in the mirror.
Well, then I will take it myself,
said the little red hen. And she did. The miller ground the wheat into flour and he put it into a bag for the little red hen. And then all by herself, she pushed and pushed and pushed that bag home in the wheelbarrow. Then one cool fall morning, not many days later, the little red hen got up early and said,
Today would be a perfect day to bake some bread. Who will help me bake a loaf of bread with the flour I brought home from the mill?
Oh, not I, said the goose.
Oh, mew, mew, not I,
said the cat. Oh, not I, said the dog.
Well, then I will bake the bread myself,
said the little red hen, and she did. She mixed the flour with the milk and the eggs and the butter and the salt, and she kneaded the dough, which means she pressed it together with her wings, and she shaped it into a nice plump leaf. And then she put the loaf in the oven, and she watched it as it baked. The smell of the baking bread was so delicious that the goose stopped chatting, the cat stopped brushing, and the dog stopped napping. I wonder why all these characters are doing that. Let's put on our thinking cap and think. I wonder what's going to happen next. Let's read and find out. Well, one by one they came into the kitchen, and when the little red hen took the freshly baked loaf of bread out of the oven, she said,
Who will help me eat this bread?
Oh, I will, said the goose.
Oh, mew, mew, and I will,
said the cat. Oh, and I will too, said the dog.
You will?
said the little red hen.
Who planted the wheat and took care of it? I did. Who cut the wheat? Who threshed it and took it to the mill? I did. Who brought the flour home and baked the loaf of bread? I did. I did it all by myself, and now I am going to eat it all by myself.
And that is exactly what she did. The end.